What's going on, y'all? We're just being spiritual. And in this video, I'm gonna be explaining to y'all how y'all can like watch your thoughts, or I'm gonna be helping you so that you can try to watch your thoughts. For me, the reason why I'm bringing this video is because like this was actually like very important for me during my spiritual journey. Being aware of the fact that like not every thought I think is mine, and just you know just being aware of my thought processes in and even out of meditation, because what you practice in meditation kind of like follows you the more you do it. So this was like a few weeks ago, because I recorded this video like 2 weeks ago, but I felt like it was a little bit like everywhere. It wasn't that great. But so this was like a few weeks ago, right? I was meditating, or I was about to meditate, and I wanted to specifically watch my thoughts. I wanted to see what was happening. So I was kind of thinking, because I mentioned to y'all a little bit earlier that I was starting to fall off a little bit. I feel like the energy is changing now, because holy goodness. But I was starting to fall off. Like my meditation habits, like I wasn't meditating every day. And so it had been a long time since I've been able to actually watch my thoughts. So I was sitting here thinking, how did I used to do it? Like, because I used to have different ways of getting into different states of meditation, or like if I wanted to achieve one thing in a meditation, there's a way of me like getting to that state or whatever. So I was thinking to myself, how did I do it? How did I, how was I able to watch my thoughts? And then it dawned on me just like that. I remembered it was like two or three things that like really stuck with me from back then. And one was observe, not react. Like you got to learn how to observe without reacting to what's going on in your mind. That can be pretty hard in meditation, especially if you don't do it that often. Like sometimes like a thought will come up, and then like I have to like look into it, or like I want to like see what it is, kind of. And so like I might like bring my eye like towards it behind my closed eyes or some. Oh gosh, I'm starting to sound weird. But yeah, like you, or maybe even just the thought popping up makes you like jerk a little bit or something like that. So what helps me is to basically say to myself, shoot, oh, I wonder what I'm gonna be thinking about, or what am I going to think about when you're in that meditation and you got your eyes closed, and you just kind of you get into that state. Ask yourself, just mentally, what am I going to think about? And for me, this changed everything. Once again, everything went silent, and this helps you actually kind of like quiet your thoughts a little bit too, because everything suddenly goes like so quiet. Because a lot of times it's your ego that like runs these like constant thoughts day in day out, but it's like you starting to actually like, pay attention. And so like I wonder what I'm going to be thinking about. For me, everything went quiet. Everything went like quiet for a decent amount of time, and a decent amount of time was like maybe 10, 15 seconds. And then like I would hear these like voices, but they weren't saying anything that I could comprehend. They were just like bits and spurts of like voices, but not saying actual words, until until the voice actually said something. And I know these are not my thoughts. I know they're not mine, because I'm not thinking of anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing it until it said something. And I'm not going to say what it said to me, because that's personal to me and what I'm doing. But I basically caught my thoughts red-handed. You know what I'm saying? So this can help you through a lot of things. But what's important to know is that observe, don't react. You have to learn how to just like, not try to go into the thoughts. Acknowledge that the thought is there and that it's coming, but don't try to get into it. Of course it's gonna happen, but once you realize that you just got like really deep into a thought, just come back to your breath and just ask yourself again, what am I going to think about next? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to think about next? I wonder. And then that's how you start paying attention to your thoughts. But I don't know if y'all remember, but I talked about me like one time literally watching my thoughts as like a slideshow. Like I was legit seeing my thoughts. And I can tell just from that one experience last week or like a few weeks ago, observe, not react, or observe, don't react. You got to get used to acknowledging that the thought is there, but not getting so deep into it. You know what I'm saying? So observe, don't react. And you have to have that intention to just observe, right? And honestly, I remember doing this all the time, like just observing your thoughts really helps you in just your day to day life because you can have way more control of your thoughts. And even doing this helps you realize that literally not all the thoughts that you think are yours, which it can definitely be very difficult to understand or like wrap your head around. If you don't meditate or you're not really aware of different things, like, oh, if I said hate to myself in my head, that's my thought, right? It's like, and it's, you know, yeah, sure, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about. So, I recommend doing this because, like I said, the more you do it, the more it just kind of carries outside of meditation, so it can actually help you be aware of what you're thinking and be aware of, negative thought patterns. If you got bad habits, you can definitely, pay attention to the fact that, oh, wow, that's not even me that's thinking that. So, yeah, I'd highly suggest y'all check that out. Actually try that meditation, and hopefully this helps you. Please let me know if it did. And remember, we just being spiritual. We in this together, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.